Hey, what is up everybody, and welcome back to another video on Undecember. So today I got a new build. We have completely changed our Zodiac and our stat points and a few pieces of gear. So I just a lot of people ask me to make sure I showcase maps, like show the build and a map. So we're gonna do a map and then I'll show the build. People want to see the build in use and then decide from that if they want to use it, I guess. I'm not sure. So we'll do this tier 10 map. It's pretty... the only thing I really have trouble with is bosses, but that's because I suck at the game, right? Like, I'm sure any of you guys who watch have more talent and gameplay knowledge, like, maybe not in gameplay knowledge, but what I'm saying is you probably are a better player. So, like, bosses probably won't be as hard for you. But dude, I suck at mechanics. So, like, bosses give me trouble, right? So, like, I can clear it fine, you know, I can clear whatever. Sometimes I'll get impatient and roll into the mobs. But yeah, anyways. Like I said, the only thing I really have trouble with now is the bosses. Fully juiced maps, they're kind of annoying. Depends on the, you know, the mods it has. But for most part, it takes a while. Like a log while. And I mean, it's both because of mana and damage. We don't have our awakening. We need to awaken Blade of Death. But I'll be showing that in a minute. Let me do the clear first. Oh, there's my quest. Yeah, these archer guys kind of hurt still. Have we had a red pack yet? I haven't been paying attention. The other thing is, if you play this build with controller and you just memorize all the spawns and off-screen everything, like, just shoot at it before you get to it, it's just so OP. Like, there's an elite over here, so, like, you just shoot at him from off the screen before you even get to him. The other thing I need is to fix my boots. Like, you see how slow we run? I'm almost 20,000 materials. 20,000 crafting materials spent on my trash boots. And I have not gotten 40% run speed. Haven't gotten it once. Not a single time. And I really can't not use the boots because they give me negative mana. And you need negative mana to run in the new build. You have to have it, or you can't sustain. I can barely sustain with you know, with it. I honestly think I need the 10% ones, but I haven't seen any 10% ones. Well, I have, but they're super expensive, so I didn't buy them. We also need multi-shot legendary. That would help a lot. Oh, look. Take that. I've been playing my alt more though recently because I have gold gain chance, and I have like 50 gold gain chance, and then I also have 200% item rarity on my alt. So I've been running like tier 10 blues, like spamming tier 10 blues with them, so we can get, you know, legendary upgrade essences and things like that. And it's been working pretty well. He gets about 22,000 more gold than my main does per run. So, I mean, he's definitely worth playing over my main. And there's no way I can get my main better than that. Because, for one, the rarity items, the fishing hook is a dagger, so we can't use that as our bow build. And then I don't have the axe, but we also can't use the axe, so. And then we do, like, the thing is, it's rings and stuff, you know, ring and neck. So I lose an insane amount of damage and crit chance when I try to run it on my main, so it doesn't work as well. But on my alt, he uses Toxic Flame, which is like a brain dead, no skill. It requires no effort and skill to use the ability. So, like, what I mean no effort is it doesn't require gear or anything. Like, minimum gear to make it work. So, and you know, I can do juiced like tier 7s and 8s on my ult as well. Tier 10s are a little bit harder because he's wearing no gear, like actually no gear. They're a little bit harder, but he can still do them if I do it cautiously. And the hardest thing, like I said, the hardest thing on all of my characters is bosses. But that's just because I'm impatient. I don't like doing the mechanics for bosses, and you know, that's pretty much it. Alright, let's hop in here and do the boss, and then we'll go over the build. I think it's Dex. Yeah, Dex is really annoying. Oh no, he's gonna kill me. That's why I like using my Toxic Flame ult, because Dex can never get near my Toxic Flame ult. He just can't. And I don't have to aim. No aiming on my ult. Alright, so we did it, and oh look, we got an essence. And it's a whole one too, that's really good. I should need those. So yeah, last night, if you didn't watch the live stream, we did hit statue 20, so there is that. Alright, so now that we are out of the dungeon, let me go over my gear. So we did get Vesper Silence, which is huge. It's one of the pieces I've been needing for a long time. Unfortunately, I had to buy them. They were like 1,500 rubies. But, yeah, so what these do is they allow me, they have a double stat, which is 30 plus each, and then HP, obviously barrier, and dodge. You get the dodge rate for every 20, and then dodge amp for every 50, and then perfect dodge for every 150 in intellect. So, what these did was it allowed me to take my gloves off. So, when I do, okay, there are exceptions. When I do fully juiced maps, I don't wear these gloves. I wear my other gloves, which are these here. And the only reason on fully juiced, like a 10-10, I wear mana dampening. And that's just because it takes like 30 hits to kill, you know, a big mob. And I'll run out of mana. Sometimes. It depends on the on the map and then on the mods. But sometimes if I am running out of mana, I switch to the Tyrant Chains. But for like the lightning boss, like Willem and like things like that, I just wear the Prosperity Conqueror Steel Hand, and they give me a huge damage boost because of the crit rate and the flat, and as well as the 35% damage because we have 150 of everything. So there's that. That's just the start. Those are the two items I've changed. Here's the trash boots I was talking about. You can get a -10 here, but I'm trying to get a 10 move speed with anything else. Like, I literally just want a tier 10 movement speed and any other stat. I don't care what the other stats are. But I cannot, dude, I can't hit the 10. Like, we're literally 20,000 crafting materials, like, into this. And I cannot get this to roll the 10 on the boots. So, but yeah, everything else is the same. We're still wearing the same belt. We're still wearing the same neck. The only thing that changed was our shoulders and our gloves, and that let us switch our Zodiac to 200, 200, 200. And let's go ahead and go over the Zodiac. Now, first, let me show you the skills. We are still using just basic piercing arrow. We do have Blade of Death, legendary, 6 link, and ready to go. I do have like 4 or 5 Candors to touch this with as well. I'm gonna use 1 Candor on the piercing arrow, but I am not sure if I lock my piercing arrow, I'm not sure if I can still awaken it. So I'm waiting for the Candor on this one because it's 9 stack, and I really want the 10, but I don't want to lock it and then not be able to awaken it. So we're just gonna hold off. We did get mana storm, so this is why I had to change my build right here, mana storm. When I link piercing arrow to Blade of Death, I'm gonna put piercing up here and Blade of Death down here, but I'm probably gonna link strike to Blade of Death and drop strike and keep everything else on piercing arrow. So like, you know, the two runes it'll share is Find Weakness and Mana Storm, and then everything else, the multi quick attack and amplify won't be shared. They'll just be on piercing, and then strike will just be on Blade of Death. And then, you know, the additional fizz and etc. slaughter. So yeah, that's going to be the changes in the skill tree once I have the Awakening Blade of Death. But then now let's go into the Zodiac. So this isn't going to be the same for you. It's based on your gear and what stat points and bonuses you have from your gear. But this is my stat points, so I can reach 200, 200, 200. So yeah, it's kind of weird to get the correct amount of stats, so you got to play around with that and do the math. But yeah, just the basic attack. We did drop the attack speed here. And then let's go down to 2. So 2 is just, you know, simple, straight up. 3 is where it gets a little bit different. 3 we only take straight in the middle. And then we also take the mana recovery. I had to get this for Mana Storm. Okay, and then we're at 4. 4, we lost the attack speed here. That's the only change in this one. And then we go up to 5. 5, we lost the armor and the dodge. We dropped both. So now we just take the top line. And then 6. 6, you have to just take this whole tree. There's like beautiful tree. We do still take the physical damage dampening because I don't like getting one shot, and it also gave us a little bit more HP. But that'll be changing once I level up because we'll have enough points, and I'll explain that in a minute. All right, so we're on 7. So there's potion effect. We do lose damage here. We drop these 2. We drop these 2. We drop. Yeah, that's it. We just drop these 2 and these 2. but we do keep the crit rates. Okay, so here's the big change. Intellect, projectile damage, and then we take the 40% as we are 200, 200, 200. It's a nice big boost there. I already showed you this one. Let's go over to 8. 8 is just your standard, two-handed. Need that crit and stuff. Here's another change. We did have to take the 5 points here. Mana dampening. That's another big change. And then let's go up to our... everything is the same here except one thing. We did want to try something different. So we take acceleration here with sharpness. That's the same. But here's the change. This is a change. So you get Zerker, but instead of punishment, we're taking HP and the strike amp. So the reason I took... So here's the problem. If you do the attack speed, I run out of mana. 100%. I run out of mana within like 20, maybe 30 seconds. I'm out of mana. So I can't sustain this as current, like my current gear. So once I have better gear, maybe we can go back to punishment. But for right now, we're in HP and strike. This one does quite a bit of damage, as you saw. So I mean, if you have the mana, attack speed is gonna be better. But if you can't sustain the attack speed, then go through strike. That's the only really big change. The other thing is, I will be dropping. I think we'll be dropping these 3 points, as well as this potion point, and then once I level up and we hit 99 points, I'm going to put those 5 points here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that's going to give us 12% HP amp, as well as all this HP and a little bit of damage. That's going to make us a little bit more beefy. We are sitting at 4,300 HP current, and it's okay, but I feel like if we get that HP amp node, that 12% plus the 5% in the 225 flats, that's gonna push us over 5,400 HP, which is pretty good. I think like the hardest I've been hit recently is like, I don't know, 5k, but that was in the Void Rift. So I think we'll be okay with that much health. And I really just wish our chest had higher dodge rate. Like, we do have this one that's a little bit higher, but we're looking for like something 2,500-ish dodge rate. We need a 10-10 flat end percent dodge roll, as well as triple resist, as well as the attack damage. So I mean, good luck getting that. If you get it, good job. But yeah, that's pretty much the changes to the build. We do have the legendary essences, but like I said before, I don't have anything worth using legendary essence on. Like nothing I have is worth using these on. So the only thing I'd consider using those essences on are like my belt, and I don't even wear the belt, so I'm probably not gonna use it. My alt actually wears the belt. This is the belt I'm talking about. So I like, this is the only piece that I have that would even be close to making legendary. Everything else I have is trash. Like people say, yo, you have really good gear on your main, like your gear is insane. It's really not. My gear on my main is like trash. Like, actually. Like my bow, tier 27 base, it only has a 6 flat. It only has an 8 speed. It has dexterity. Like, if that dexterity was intellect, it'd be fine, but it's not, so it's trash. My helmet is a tier 24 base, which is trash. It only has 6 armor pen, trash. Gear drop chance, trash. Only an 8 strength. It does have the crit damage. It does have the HP. It has mediocre trash resist and some trash stun dodge. So yeah, it's all trash. Our quiver, probably our worst piece in our bank. Tier 25 base. It has poison damage, which is useless. It has HP on kill, which is useless. Has critical damage of only a 3, which is useless. We need like at least a 6 or 7. Crit attack rate's the best thing. Hit rate is okay. Our necklace, probably one of our best pieces that we actually own. It has 3 wasted stats though: poison, crowd control, and the XP all wasted. And everything else is low rolled except the physical. Cool. Our belt is literally just for the mana, negative mana cost. Everything else is trash. I mean, it did get a 7 cold, but it's still not high enough. Enhanced potion effect, that's actually okay, but it's only a 6, so it's trash. Only a 6 here as well, so it's trash. Our attack, dude, these rings are hot dog. Like, it's only a 9 critical and no damage, only the attack speed. So, but it does have a double resist, and it does have a little tiny bit of mana. But this is trash. I need new rings. It's not good enough. And then this ring is a little bit worse because it doesn't have the 10 crit rate. It doesn't have the 10 crit damage. It has a tiny bit of dexterity. It has mediocre physical. It has this useless ass skill, and it has a decent attack speed. So yeah, if we had more 10s, like 10, 10, 10, we'd be good here. That'd be a really good ring, but it's not. And it's also got this barrier instead of resistance, right? So that's trash. The boots, like I said, we only need 10 movement speed for 40% movement speed. And then I'm just like, once you hit the 10 movement, you just use suffix removers and rerollers and get your resistances on there. And obviously, you want a 10 movement speed as well as like flat and percent armor. Like that's BIS, right? And then you roll your resistances. But yeah, if you get, like, good luck getting that, bro. Like, it's easier said than done. Like, good luck getting that. So yeah, our gear is pretty trash. And then this is trash, okay? Actually trash. Like, what we get 10 elemental resist and 79 physical. Second stat is wasted. This is trash. It's only a tier 3 and only gives 39 attack hit rate and only 16 crit damage, so it's okay. It's pretty trash. Ideally, we want physical with crit damage, or physical with crit rate, or crit rate and crit damage. This one's absolute dog water. This is like extremely useless. For one, we use dodge, and then let's see. This one is okay. It's meh, really meh. But we need a tier 6 there with the same rolls and or crit damage and physical. So yeah, we got 4 trash, useless charms going here, and we're missing a lot of crit rate. Even if we only got crit rate on 2 of them and then damage on the others, even just from the 2, the crit rate is a lot. So yeah, we're missing a lot of crit rate there. But I mean, as you can see, we can still do juice maps. So I mean, yeah, I don't know. I just wanted to share that build video with you guys. Oh, and the avatar. Somebody was asking me what avatar I use. Right now we have the Spica, and she is set to passive is the physical damage and chance to deal double damage, obviously. And then we have the pulverized curse, and that has increased buff effect. That increases pulverized by 13%. And then we have the cooldown recovery speed on pulverize. So we just spam that. So yeah, good to go. And that's that. And the second one I'm leveling is I'm not gonna level Burrell. I just have it out for the HP. I haven't chosen the second one. It's probably gonna be the movement speed amplification one though. So yeah, that's probably gonna be the third one. But yeah, if you guys like the video, if you have any questions or comments, leave those below. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. And I don't know, hopefully you guys find this useful, etc., etc. And you guys have a good rest of your week, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Later.